everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, where anything can happen. And this is an interesting example because you are going to see this video after you see the Halloween tree that I've created that I use these cute little ghosts in. This one is a little different and I'm going to have to strip him off and redo him. And I'll tell you why in a minute. But anyway, this is for the DOLLARWEEN Halloween Tree Challenge with Janine over at Lipstick Legion Craft. And I have the tree completely done and ready to video, except I wanted to show you how these ghosts went together. After I put this ghost together, I realized I used cheesecloth, and I don't know if I can get cheesecloth at Dollar Tree. So the ones we're making today are going to use the Curad gauze strips. Now the challenge with the Curad gauze strips is that the gauze strips are narrower than cheesecloth. So we're going to have to modify how we do these. But here's what you're going to need. You're going to need the gauze rolls from Dollar Tree. Now you can get these in single or 5-roll pack. And I have several of those around because I keep losing track of where I put them. You're going to need a tube of the ornaments from Dollar Tree. I believe they're the combination of the solid black glitter and these eyeball glitters. Now, we're not going to use the eyes, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. First, and you're going to need tea lights. And of course, when I went looking at Dollar Tree, do you think I could find tea lights at the one I was at? So I had to buy those from Walmart so I'd have them. And then at the Dollar Tree I went to last night, they had some in. So go figure. So technically they're still Dollar Tree items. I didn't want the eyeball on my ghost. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my widget, or my X-Acto knife, and I'm just scraping off the glitter cover and getting rid of the eyeball. Now this comes off of this plastic ball really super easy. And I started by going around and getting all the bloodshot veins off first. And if you don't get it completely cleaned off, it's not a big deal. You're not going to see it under the gauze anyway. I just did not want the eyeball prominent. And we're just scraping that off. Now here's the neat thing. Once you get the veins off, once you get down to the eyeball, you can take those off in big chunks. They peel right off. Okay? So you're going to clean that completely away. Let me get rid of this so I don't have glitter on everything else we're doing. And then I used a roll of gauze tape. It was the perfect size to trace my hole in the back that would fit the tea light snugly. And then I took and I cut it out, and I did that simply by creating an X. And this is a really soft plastic, so it cuts really super easy. And I went just to inside the line, because remember, you can always trim more away, but you can't put any back. And I'm trimming this one just to show you just how easy this is to cut. And then I used my detail paper scissors. Yeah, I know, probably not a good idea. And I'm cutting just inside the line. And cutting those pieces away. Just like this. Now, I cannot claim this is my idea. I got the idea from Krafty Leeny, and I will link her video down below. But what she had done was she used the plastic ornament balls that they start bringing out for Christmas time. And then she used some gauze, and I think she like swirled it in Mod Podge or whatever so that it was stiff. Well, I wanted mine to be flowy, so I've cut my strips of gauze about not quite an inch long, and I kind of stretched them out a little bit so they'd get that ratty feel to them. Look a little worn. And you're going to cut 2 of these to do this. And once you get them on the ball, you can manipulate them some more. Cut some shorter, cut them at an angle. But you want to stretch them out a little bit. And give them that weathered look. And let's make sure I've got a, yeah, that one needs a new battery. That's why it was sitting there. So let's pull another one out. Pull the little paper, the little plastic tab out that keeps it from using, and there we go. And then we're just going to wedge it in there. Now this one, you don't want to push very hard. And what I usually wind up doing, because I did turn it off, and that one's blinking and it's on, go figure, is I use my needle tool to get in there and pry it out so that it doesn't fall into the ball. There we go. It was turned off and it was still glowing, so go figure. So I'm going to leave this one out for just a minute. And then what we're going to do is we've got the little ornament top on here, and we're just going to drape our ornament top through a hole in the gauze and fluff and pull. And then we're going to put this one the other direction and fluff and pull. And the more you mess with it, the more it'll look tattered and raggedy and more like a ghost. Okay. And then, the one thing I didn't tell you, you need a magic marker. Now, we thought about using googly eyes. Bobby helped me figure this one out. We thought about googly eyes and decided we just didn't like the googly eyes. We just wanted black eyeballs. So just take and create black eyeballs, and when you do this, it'll go through the ball. It'll go through the gauze into the ball. And then we're going to back our gauze up, stick our light in there, and then I have an ornament hook here. But believe it or not, you can find these now, although I had several. These ornament balls come with gold strings on them, and I didn't want the gold strings. I wanted the wires so that they would attach to my... And then we have our cute little ghost to hang in our tree. And if you come back, actually you will have seen these ahead of time and seen these hanging in the tree. And when I do the tree video, you will see me zoom in on individual aspects of the tree, including these adorable little ghosts. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. Remember to like this video for all kinds of crafting and home decorating ideas on the inexpensive side. And to subscribe so you can become a part of my Shout Out Saturday group, where I recognize my followers for being a part of my studio. And creative blessings.